Alright, so yeah, she introduced me pretty well. I'm Colby Yates. I go to Northwest Nazarene University studying criminal justice in the ROTC program. I will be a senior. I'm also in the Idaho National Guard. I went to basic training last year, 2020, during COVID, so I didn't miss too much. But I went to Fort Benning. I was at Alpha 347, the Raider Battalion. And in my company, we were 11 Bravo. That's what we signed up as. That's infantry. And so I'm going to AIT, Advanced Individual Training. That's where you get certified to be with a infantry unit. I would have gone this summer, but with ROTC, I went through advanced camp. That is to basically just like everything that they taught us. We kind of put it to test, get graded for everything we do, the missions and all that. Funny little thing about basic training. I think I learned the most about the Bible at basic training. I mean, I've gone to church my entire life, but something that was weird. I was in a room full of people that were infantry. They're training to kill the enemy, and I learned from them. Really weird, but there's a guy named Ridley. He was actually from LeGrand, Oregon, where my uncle's from. And funny story, he actually wanted to be a chaplain, but his recruiter told him there's no slots open, only for infantry. That was a big lie. Oh. But he signed up anyways. Yeah. And every other night or so, he would do Bible studies. And I learned so much from him just because we're all in that military environment. Mm-hmm. And he knew how to talk to us. He knew how to talk and word things to make sense to people who were in that environment. Right. Good examples. He's made really good examples of just things that infantry guys would understand. And I'll tell you what, I met the dumbest people I've ever met in my life at basic training. I swear to God. But there's a guy here at lunch, and he asked me if I could peel his orange for him. He's never peeled an orange, didn't know how to peel an orange. What? Yeah, I thought he was kidding, but...
Was he from Alaska?
He was from Alabama. But great guy. Love the guy. Yeah. But, no, I got it. No. So, so one thing that I kind of thought of myself a while back was, how can I be a Christian and a soldier at the same time? Because I know, they always say in the Bible, and Christians say, if someone slaps you, turn the other cheek. And I don't know about you guys, but that's not what I would do. I wouldn't turn the other cheek. And I know as a Christian you're supposed to do that, but that's not my natural instinct. Right. And I just wanted to talk about some other verses in the Bible, some other things that kind of relate to soldiers and ways that I can kind of feel that kind of connect the bridge from being a soldier and being a Christian at the same time. So, we all know about the Battle of Jericho. Yeah. And, back at Sunday school, they told us that, they marched around the city 7 times with their bugles, and the walls came down, and then they fought and they won a battle. What they didn't tell me, and I didn't know,
you can raise that up.
Okay, yeah.
No, the
stand. Oh, yeah, this is fine. But so God told the Israelites, once the walls came down, to kill every man and woman of every age, and that's very violent and something that I never heard until I went to college at NNU, and one of my professors was talking about it in our Bible class, and he's talking about a lot of other violent things. I was like, I didn't know like the Bible was that violent. I didn't know there was all that violence in the Bible. And I started looking into it more, and like all these violent things were against evil people, against evil in the world. And a lot of the Old Testament, and a lot of people say that the Old Testament may not be as relevant now, which very lawless lands, at least from how I see things in the Old Testament. And times have changed, but there's evil back then, there's evil now, there will always be evil. And so, at least how I think, God has made his people, like me, that we're good people, but we have to know violence to get rid of that evil. And that just kind of helps settle me to know that I'm Christian and I can also be a soldier at the same time. And some other verses that I just came across that were kind of some more like violent ones that kind of you don't hear much about. I never heard of these. One of them is 2 Samuel 10:12. Be strong and let us fight bravely for our people in the cities of our God. The Lord will do what is good in his eyes. And then Psalms 18:39. You have armed me with my strength for battle. You have subdued my enemies under my feet. And Psalms 44:5. Through you, we will push back our adversaries. Through your name, we will triumph down Through your name, we will trample down the enemies who rise back up against us. And just hearing those, all these verses in the Bible, it just kind of, you don't hear about it much. Throughout all my life, you always hear like the love and the peace, which is amazing, awesome. But I feel like these kind of verses that don't go known very well, we still need to recognize them and know that they're in the Bible, because every part of the Bible is important. Just what I kind of want to end on is my favorite verse, which is Romans 13:4. For he is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid. For he does not carry the sword in vain. He is a servant of God, an avenger, who carries our God's wrath upon the wrongdoer.
Amen.
And I think that speaks to me. I've always wanted to be a soldier, and it speaks to me. And yeah, that's all I got. So thank you guys.
Thank you.